Hey, Symposium listeners, have you ever listened to our A Song of Ice and Fire coverage and wanted to chime in live with your thoughts? Or wanted us to cover a property of your choice?
Introducing the Symposium Review Contest. The contest is open now and closes on August 31st, 2026.
Here's how you can enter. Leave us a 5-star review on any podcatcher and send us a screenshot to earn an entry. You can leave reviews on as many platforms as you want, and each screenshot counts as an entry.
If you want an extra incentive, every review you submit on or before April 30th, 2026 will be counted as 2 entries.
If you win, you get to pick one of the following 3 options.
Option 1, join us for an A Song of Ice and Fire wrap-up episode after we have read A Dance with Dragons.
Option 2, get us to watch or read or otherwise consume a piece of media to cover on the podcast.
Option 3 is the same as option 2, but you get to also be on the podcast episode with us.
We will have a minimum of 2 winners. One winner will be the person who earned the most entries, and a second winner will be chosen through random draw. If interest is high, a third winner may also be chosen.
So folks, get those reviews in on or before August 31st, 2026. We look forward to chatting with you in fall of 2026.
And now on to the episode. Welcome to A Song of Ice and Fire Symposium. My name is Nav and my pronouns are they, them.
And my name's Harmit and my pronouns are Hershey, like the chocolate.
And this is A Dance with Dragons, chapters 22 and 23. In these chapters,
Tyrion comes back to life and Dany is losing her spirit.
welcome to the podcast, everyone. So, Harmit, who died in these chapters?
Ooh, there was like... Okay, hold on. Dario's people... Why is that the only one I can think of?
There's the Harpies are still killing people.
Yes, yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
So, what did you think of these chapters?
They were good, but, I just was kind of really stressed out the whole time.
For what reason?
I don't know, I was reading them and I was like, what's gonna happen, you know? Yeah. I think Tyrion coming back from the dead was pretty exciting. I had fun with that. But then immediately it's like, hey, here's this other situation you don't want to be in. Dany's was fine. I just was kind of like, wow, this is really hopeless. I don't like this. Girl, what are you doing? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so blues all around.
Lovely. Yeah, or I'm gonna have thoughts, but I'll share them later. So why don't you summarize?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, Tyrion.
Tyrion wakes up, yay, they're like, we nursed you, young Griff. Whatever. He talks to young Griff, they play Sivotch. He's like, if I were you, this is what I would do. I would go to Westeros, I would raise my banners, meet Dany as an equal eventually, and then him and Halfmaester go to, get information and stuff, and then they do. Yunkai is, Volantis is joining Yunkai, all the things, they're ready to go.
Switch.
Frick. Dany. Dany is, okay, so this whole chapter, so she talks to the Green Grace girl, and she's like, you need to marry a husband, marry this guy. And then the guy in question is the one who was like, my fighting pits, my money. That guy, I don't remember his name. But he shows up, and she's like, let's cut to the chase. Why should I marry you? Do you even love me? And then she's like, okay, I'll give you 90 days to prove yourself.
That's a minute. Well, we should change up the format so we just pick up where you left off. Whatever you didn't cover in your summary is what we actually talk about.
Oh, LOL. I thought you were gonna say... That's
still usually most of the chapter, but still, you know.
I thought you were gonna say, we do that, like, it's limited just to the summary. Like, for example, this time I didn't get to Dario stuff, and then next...
So we only talk about what you summarized?
No. Like, next chapters that we read, I have to restart my summary at Dany talks to Dario, and then move on to the next chapter.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
That's why I was like, are you trying to make it more chaotic? Like, what?
I mean, if you want to keep track of that and do it, sure, but...
No. That's too chaos gremlin.
Alright, so let's jump into Tyrion's chapter. As you said, he wakes up, he's alive, and he stinks of vinegar because Septa Lemore has been washing him with it because it's supposed to be one of those things that keeps grayscale away. They don't really know that, but it's not going to harm him, so may as well try. And something that is going to harm him, but is a preventative measure, is him having to prick all of his toes and fingers to make sure that he's not losing feeling in any of them. This would not work with me because I have bad circulation, so I often lose feeling in my, fingers and toes just as I go about my day.
Oh no, grayscale!
So I guess, yeah, exactly. I'm developing grayscale.
You're gonna meet the
my hands
Lord.
do turn purple sometimes, so like...
No! Oh my god. Oh, that's wild. But apparently the prince wouldn't let Tyrion get thrown back in, which was a fun detail. I was like, wow, you've won him over, Tyrion.
And it was Griff who saved him. So, yeah, like, despite the fact that he hates his guts, clearly.
Hey. Yeah,
he was willing to save his life.
You know, the end of this chapter was really sad because they were just becoming found family, and now Tyrion's gone. You know,
I feel like family is a strong word, but maybe friendly.
They were becoming homies, okay? Like, and now he's gone, and it's sad.
Yeah. Okay, so he pricks all his fingers and toes, and it's no fun. But he also has to look for patches of dead gray skin, for any nails turning to black, and the maester is like, if you notice any of that, just chop it off. It's better to lose a toe than a foot, and it's better to lose an arm than spend your entire rest of your life wailing on the Bridge of Dreams. So just cut it off.
The amount of injuries and bodily harm that has come to Tyrion since we first met him.
I mean, he seems to have escaped this one pretty injury-free, though. He doesn't find any of those symptoms.
That's true, but it's just when I just think about where he's been.
Do you think he's gonna develop any of the symptoms later on, or is he free?
I really hope he's free. You know what I mean? Maybe it'll start coming out, but then it'll be in a final battle with someone, and we'll be like, oh no, he's getting grayscale, but by then he dies anyway, you know?
Okay, but interesting.
But
so if he has grayscale, will he infect anyone else?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
Because you know how they're you can never know, you can never be too safe, whatever. That's why I feel like he won't actively have grayscale until the end of his life.
Interesting. It's gonna be a
years
dormant
down the line.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, there's a lot. We learn a bunch of weird dwarf superstitions this chapter. One of which is that a dwarf's cock has magical powers, and you can sell it for a fortune.
Wow.
And then later, when he goes into the town, people are rubbing his head because it's good luck to rub a dwarf's head.
Oh my god.
Which, interesting. That's why Cersei was collecting all those dwarves' heads. It was for all the good luck, not to get back at Tyrion.
Totally. Oh my god.
So, yeah, and he's like, how long do I have to keep testing myself for this? And Halden is basically like, forever. You never know what's gonna happen, and you swallowed half the river. You might be going gray even now, turning to stone from inside out, starting with your heart and lungs. Do you think that's happening?
No.
Because then, how would you can't look inside, they don't got scopes, so.
No, I don't think so. That's
not happening.
No, that's too scary. not that George R. R. Martin doesn't make his world super scary, but that's just like, how do you even write around that for Tyrion?
Is that what Lady Stoneheart is? She like turned to grayscale from
Stop.
inside out.
Oh my
And
god.
it's actually like grayscale. You die in your original form, but you come back as like an undead zombie in a way.
That's so funny. Oh my god. So then Catelyn can theoretically call upon that army of people.
I guess so.
We're all zombies now.
She'll just have to make her way all the way down the Rhine, like across the sea and everything.
Oh my god. Hey, she can call on her old friend Tyrion, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Trustworthy buddies.
Yes.
Just hanging out in town. Okay.
Ugh.
So they are docked at Soloris? Selhoris? I don't know. Soloris. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah.
That sounds too much like Loris, like Sir Loris.
Oh, yeah?
But I'm just going to say Soloris.
It was named in fealty to him.
It's a subsidiary question mark of Volantis. Like it's
Right.
it's like a offshoot. Like
Mhm.
yeah. Anyway, and it's like Volantis but mini basically.
Yeah.
And they're talking about what kind of they mostly had a smooth sailing from the Sorrows to here, and though they did glimpse Dothraki moving towards Volantis, and Tyrion's thinking, oh, if I were them, I would like pretend to be attacking Soloris, but then actually go to Volantis when they're all distracted, and that's how I would win that city. So do you think that's what the Dothraki are planning, or is that just Tyrion like being Tyrion?
I think that's just Tyrion being schemy Tyrion.
Cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Septa Lamore comes out, and she's wearing like kind of a regular person clothing garb, more befitting the wife or daughter of a prosperous merchant than a Septa. And she's like, everybody, like, Septas really stand out, so I just want to blend in, which is smart. And Tyrion's still very suspicious of her and is like, who the hell are you?
Oh my god, I would like to know too. Who is this?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like, hey, who? Yeah, who? Like, I have
like, why is she part of this scheme?
Yeah, exactly. And like, what's so important about the scheme, you know?
Yeah. Anyway, so they what's his name? Young Griff, Aegon, whatever. He comes up as well. And Tyrion's like, hey, want to play some sci-fi? It's a little fun game. And he like basically goads him into it and is like, I'll beat you. And he's like, no, you can't. So so obviously they end up playing.
Yeah.
And the way Young Griff plays is very aggressive. Like, he sets up all his like dragons, elephants, heavy horse up front. He's risking all for a quick kill, as Tyrion says.
Yeah.
And then he goes to move his dragon, and Tyrion's like, you sure you want to do that?
Oh my god.
And they start talking, and obviously Tyrion's like, oh, funny how you died all those years ago, and like basically gets the story out of him that
my god.
the baby that died was apparently some tanner's son from Pisswater Bend, which is what an image evoking street name, you know?
Yeah, it's very colorful for sure.
Yeah. And so he son of a tanner whose mother died birthing him. So his mother had no say in him like being killed by Gregor Clegane instead of Aegon. But his dad was like, I got a bunch of sons, but I have never tried Arbor Gold. So for a jug of Arbor Gold, he sold his son, which is
wow.
Yikes. And they say there's no slavery in Westeros. Like, we're totally cool.
Yeah. Oh my god. Ugh.
So yeah, which is yeah. I don't know. It's just I wonder about the logistics of this. Like, did they know Gregor Clegane was gonna smash the baby's head in, so they were like, let's swap it real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Or were they just like, in case anything happens, let's just swap it real quick? Like, how?
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I want to know.
Okay. And it was Varys who kind of set this up. So I guess he is a future thinker. It's possible he could have thought ahead and done this.
Yeah.
And so they keep playing Sivas, and Tyrion's like, he starts bringing up Dany as like, how exactly do you plan to approach this? And young Griff's plan clearly is go to her, tell her who I am, and obviously she'll marry me and we'll live happily ever after. Duh.
Oh my god. Yeah. My guy has not even stopped to consider what if that isn't the case. Like he looks he looks at Tyrion like he's some like wild disobedient servant, but Tyrion is like, I'm literally telling you things you should have already thought of. Like,
yeah, she must. That is not a word queens like to hear.
Wouldn't Tyrion know?
Yeah, and young Griff is like, what the hell do you know about her? And Tyrion's like, well, I know that, she went through all this hardship, and I know that she's proud because for most of her life, what did she have except pride? And she's strong to have survived a Dothraki. She is fierce to have conquered the Slavers' Bay cities and all of that. And all you plan to do is say, hey, Auntie, I'm your nephew, returned from the dead, and also, I have a better claim than you. Wanna be my wife?
Dude.
Which is, yeah, like, how do you think Daenerys, do you think this is a good, how do you think Daenerys will react to this if this is how young Griff goes about it?
I think, yeah, I think, I don't know if I'm like, oh, you should do Tyrion's plan, young Griff, but I think one of the good things about Tyrion's plan, well, okay, maybe I might eat my words, but, I feel like it's nice because it kind of gives her time to deal with the fact that this is a thing. I feel like if he just shows up, she's gonna be like, liar, what are you doing,
So she won't believe him if he just showed up now.
Yeah, I feel like it would be hard to,
and she has been, getting all these prophecies and stuff about, a mummer's dragon and a false dragon and whatnot, so...
Yeah, so I feel like it's just, and also, just because, I feel like she's had so many random not flashbacks, but, she has so many moments where she thinks back to, oh my god, Elia and her kids on the Trident, and I just feel like this is kind of one of those, mind-fucking reality warping things.
Elia and her kids were never on the Trident.
No, not, she just is, she just thinks about them and whatever she thinks, I don't remember the details, but, she thinks about them in detail a lot, whenever she starts thinking about her family. So, I don't know, but I also feel like there's that part of her that, she even says a few times, that she wants to do things differently, that she is different than the other Targaryens, which is true. So, I just don't know how she's, A, gonna even believe it, B, even once she believes it, just how it's gonna go, is she...
How's she gonna deal about with the fact that his claim is stronger than hers?
That, too. Yeah, so it just, I don't know, I feel like that's gonna be, definitely upsetting. I don't think she's gonna take that well at first. So maybe it's better if he's not immediately around when she first learns of him.
Maybe the whole point of Meereen is to break her spirit so much that she doesn't want to be queen, and she's just glad that somebody else is here to deal with it.
LOL, she's too much responsibility.
I'm going into retirement. I'd done enough.
Oh my god, I had my 6 months of queenhood, and I'm good. I'm good for life.
Honestly, why would anybody want to be a ruler? Just
true.
But whatever.
Yeah, but
okay.
That's kind of, yeah, I think maybe Tyrion's thing of go establish yourself, then come back. Maybe it could be good, because then, I don't know, because as much as
it's more than that.
Yeah, But, like, as much as, like, what was I gonna say? Like, as calm as she can be sometimes, I feel like she also has moments where she's just, like, totally, I mean, I feel like this chapter is just kind of her acting rash and kind of not trusting her own instincts and kind of just listening to everybody else.
Yeah.
So
We'll get to that. Okay, so yeah, Aegon's like, I'm gonna bring an army, and Tyrion's like, she has a bigger army, dude. Like, you don't want to play that card.
What's his army? Like the...
Remember, they're trying to get the Golden Company.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Right?
Okay, yeah. See, because I was like, that's not comparable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, that's one company. She's got like 4.
Right,
so...
exactly, yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah. And Tyrion's like, yeah, you trust too much. Don't trust all of these people around you. Don't trust your chainless maester, not your false father, not the gallant duck, nor the lovely Lamore.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, and above all, trust not the cheesemonger nor the spider.
Yeah.
And don't trust Daenerys either. So he's like, yeah, it's gonna suck not having anybody to trust, but it's gonna keep you alive in the long run.
Damn.
Which...
I mean, yeah, if you're trying to be a ruler,
like,
probably good.
Yeah, like, if you really want to live life, that's no way to live. But if you're just trying to rule and die real quick, then yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, I guess not die real quick, but just, like, the whole...
Yeah, the whole purpose
point of your life is just, yeah.
Your reign, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Also, sorry, yeah,
ahead.
Just before that, he makes a comment, he's like, wow, Lord Connington must be so loyal to you. Like, he's so loyal to you even though your grandpa, you know, basically sent
Kicked
him into exile, did all the things. Yeah. And I was like, wow, okay, Tyrion. Sow the doubt.
Yeah. That's true. He is, yeah. Okay. And so Tyrion's like, I would do things a little differently. I'd go west instead of east, and land in Dorne, raise my banners. Besides, the 7 kingdoms have never been more ripe for conquest than they are right now, which is, he goes into all this about, like, how, you know, there's a lot of devastation, and above all, Cersei is in charge, which can only mean more devastation.
Yeah. And he eats, like, these are the things that took us all of last book to, like, really get down. And it took, I mean, I wouldn't say it took Cersei all of last book, because she still doesn't have it down. But it took, like, Jaime at the end of the book is like, oh my god, what have we done? And, like, you know what I mean? And Tyrion can see all these things coming from a mile away. And same thing with, like, the Dany stuff, too. Like, he really understands Dany, you know? Like, he's looking at her experiences in a way that, like, nobody stops to. Like, they're like, oh, she's got dragons and she was with the Dothraki. Oh. You know? Like, it just, nobody, like, I don't know. This chapter was just kind of like, wow. Like, a little bit Tyrion, we're so back, you know?
Yeah, I just want to quote some of his shout-outs to Cersei. Westeros is torn and bleeding, and I do not doubt that even now my sweet sister is binding up the wounds with salt. Yes. Cersei is as gentle as King Maegor, as selfless as Aegon the Unworthy, and as wise as Mad Aerys.
Dude, that was so good.
Yeah, Tommen's rule is bolstered by all of the alliances that my lord father built so carefully, but soon enough she will destroy them, every one. Land and raise your banners, and men will flock to your cause. But don't wait too long, because the tide could turn and somebody else might be in charge, which Cersei isn't in charge at the end of the 4th book. Mm-hmm. So maybe things are, like... Yeah. Like, this is obviously not... they haven't gotten to the time where it's the end of the 4th book, but, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... clock is ticking.
Oh my god.
And Aegon's like, yeah, but I don't have, like, the dragons. How am I gonna win Westeros? And Tyrion's like, you don't need to win. You just need to go and, like, make yourself known. And then when you're in trouble, Daenerys is gonna come save you, because above all, she is a rescuer. Which is...
He
yeah, that
ate.
shit's true.
This is what I'm saying. He literally, like, he ate. He's like, yeah, bro, she was put in all these situations, and now she goes around and she's like, let me take you out of this. Like, he literally clocked. He clocks.
Yeah.
Oh.
So when she hears that the last of her family is out over in Westeros and in trouble, she's gonna rush over to help you, and then when you meet up, you're gonna be equals, and she'll love you all the more.
Dude, wild.
Yeah.
Tyrion is his father's son.
Yup. And then Tyrion checkmates, I don't know what they call it, but checkmates Aegon and is like, yeah, you shouldn't have moved your dragon. And Aegon's like, but you told me. And Tyrion's like, I did, and I lied, and that's what people do, so don't trust anyone.
Oh my god.
Keep your dragons close. A lesson that Dany could also use.
Right? Oh my god. No, this was kind of epic. He kind of ate.
Yeah. At this point, Ysilla and Yandri have returned with supplies from the town, and Ysilla does not like the fact that Tyrion is hanging around, and he tries to, like, help them with the supplies, and she's like, don't you fucking dare. Just only touch the food you're gonna eat. Don't get us all infected, which, fair enough. As, like, a germaphobe, I don't even disagree with her.
Oh my god.
And they have news that Daenerys is staying put in Meereen, and so Griff needs to hear what's going on with that. And
old Volantis be joining the war.
Yes, yeah. We kind of basically, we've been hearing that and we knew that, so, like, now it's, like, definite.
Yeah.
So Griff comes up. He doesn't really acknowledge Tyrion other than scowl at him, which is his usual thing. So things like, he saved his life, sure, but things don't seem to have changed much beyond that.
Yeah, but, like, you know, they secretly love each other, and they're like a big happy family.
Okay.
It's like, you know, everybody hates their siblings a little bit. It's kind of that core.
I don't know if it's that, like, core, but
no, like, you know, it's, come on, let me be here.
I guess he's like, I see the value in you, and I'll put up with you for as long as I have to.
Okay, fine. No, but he also begrudgingly likes him.
Sure. Sure.
Also,
I don't get that at all, but sure.
But before he comes back up, Tyrion's kind of thinking about, like, oh, it actually makes sense that Dany hasn't started coming towards the west. Like, she's surrounded by all her enemies. She's gonna find no refuge on land or near water. Like, and he talks about Mantarys, a city of monsters.
I think that's, like, on the along the Devil Road or something. Like, it's the only city between Meereen and Volantis, so if she is gonna bring all her people, she's gonna need to feed them and stop there, but they are a city of monsters, so maybe maybe she can't come along. If only she had ships, which is just like,
which is kind of the
everything
ongoing conflict.
would be solved
if she just had ships. Man, that's the thing, because at the beginning, like, when, like, she was first with the Dothraki and everything, like, we kind of had that idea, like, or they kind of pushed the idea of, like, oh my god, but the Dothraki don't even want to go on ships. How are you going to get them to the west? And then it was like, okay, now you have the men, but you don't have the ships. And then she lost the men, and she never gained the ships. And then now eventually she has more men, but she does not have ships. So ships have always been her battle, even every time she had men.
Yeah. So Griff is like, okay, that's interesting. We need more info. Halden, you go on shore and look up our guy Cavo and see what he has to say. And, okay, so Halden's like, I'll take Tyrion. That's cool. And, 4 years hear more than one. And Cavo likes to play Syvas, and Tyrion likes to play Syvas. So obviously it's cool. I don't know what to make of Halden's actions in this chapter, because he's very forgiving of Tyrion. Like, not forgiving, but he's very trusting of Tyrion. He's like, yeah, come with me. Like, he didn't need to take Tyrion with him now.
Yeah.
And then later on, he's like, I'll just wait for you way over there. Go do your thing.
Right.
And like all of that. Like, is he just like that trusting of a person?
Right.
Or is he like setting up Tyrion?
Right.
Or like what's like
Yeah.
I just, in this world, anytime somebody's like, yeah, like I trust in humanity, I'm like, I don't trust you.
You're like, you may, but I don't, sir.
Yeah. So I definitely I bet it's nothing, but it just made my senses go awry.
Interesting. Okay, I didn't even think about that. I just assumed he was doing it in good faith.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I said it that may exist, but I don't know in this world.
You are cynical. That's funny.
Yeah, and Griff gives them each a purse of silver, which also on Griff's part is pretty trusting, like of Tyrion.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And so they walk into Dolores, and Tyrion's noticing all the sex workers, and is like, actually, well, I don't even know if sex worker is the right word, because they're literally slaves.
Yeah.
And the thing Volantis does, I think we saw a little bit of this in Quentin's chapter, that they tattoo their enslaved people.
Mm-hmm.
And the tattoo for sex workers, slaves, is like a tear beneath their right eye.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Like, who created the code? Like, who decided who gets what kind of tattoo? Later on, they're in the Painted Turtle, like the inn or whatever, and the server there has a turtle. So I guess that makes sense, because like if you work at the Turtle, you know, it's kind of like a branding, like you belong to the Turtle. But anyway, I don't know. I'm thinking about this too much. The guards have tiger stripes tattooed, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
So their whole like theme is tattoo themed. Wow, words! I'm so good at them. Like even their gauntlets have like claws, like tigers would. So that's interesting. So they pass a line to them, and one of them rubs Tyrion's head, and Tyrion's like, what the hell was that for? And turns out they believe that rubbing a dwarf's head is good luck. And yeah, Tyrion, that's what it feels like to be violated, but you do a lot worse in 5 minutes from now. So
real. Oh my god, call out.
Yeah, Tyrion, like, it's like Tyrion being Tyrion, and then Tyrion being terrible, and I did not like it.
Yeah, I fear this chapter is like kind of a really great sum up of his character. It's like him being brilliant for like 5 minutes, and then he leaves, and then he's being terrible, and it just is like, wow, the two sides of Tyrion, you know?
Yeah. So they get entrance into the square, it's like a big market square. There's a bunch of stuff going on. In the middle is a marble statue of a headless guy, and he was a triarch elected for 40 years, and then he got tired of election, so he declared himself triarch for life. And people did not, the Volantines didn't like that, so they put him to death, which is, I appreciate that. They're like, we're willing to elect you, but we are not willing. Like, we may have elected you for the rest of your life, but the fact that you just declared it is not cool.
Yeah. For real.
Except, of course, the only people that get to vote are, like, you know, the nobles of Volantis. So, like, is it a democracy? Not really, but it's somewhere there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And his head was cut off when the elephants came to power, because he was a tiger. That's the story there. And there's a lot going on, and Tyrion's noting that how like 80% of the people there are enslaved, which is, yeah, no wonder the Volantines are getting nervous. They're so outnumbered by their own indentured laborers that, they're definitely gonna, totally get why they wouldn't like Daenerys.
Yeah, definitely.
But who are they planning to exactly fight their battles? I guess they can like hire sellsword companies, you know.
Yeah.
But like if they try to get their enslaved people to fight their battles, won't they just turn over to Daenerys' side?
Yeah, but I guess that's kind of like the killing the Daenerys problem before it even starts sort of deal, where like, sure, it's like we hear people talking, whatever, but it's like, if I feel like in their mind, if they just like deal with this super quickly, like young guys ready to go, they join, they deal with it super quickly, like it's before like their servants are gonna get empowered.
Honestly, I want them to gather all their enslaved soldiers, go for our attack on Marine, and just let Daenerys have a whole army of extra soldiers. Like
real. That's kind of what I was hoping for too. I was like, is that kind of our only hope, that like they're not going to get their hands dirty, you know?
Yeah. I think that probably their strategy is just to to buy sellswords, so that, but sellswords are notoriously fickle. They also turn sides real quick. So
true. Oh my god.
Okay, so maybe there is an out for Daenerys somewhere, just not by anything she does, but by the actions of her enemies.
Real. Oh my god. Hey, that can be a good strategy too. Just waiting out your enemy's demise.
Yeah. So in the square, they see a red priest preaching about Daenerys, how Benero, the high priest from Volantis, has sent forth word that her coming is the fulfillment of an ancient prophecy. From smoke and salt was she born to make the world anew. She is Azor Ahai returned, and her triumph over darkness will bring a summer that will never end. Death itself will bend its knees, and all those who die fighting for her shall be reborn.
Dude.
So, seems to be in Volantis, Daenerys is Azor Ahai. Melisandre doesn't seem to have gotten the memo. I guess her powers of looking into the fires don't extend to communicating with her counterparts on another continent.
LOL! That's such a good roast.
Right?
Oh my god.
But, so, honestly, I think Daenerys is Azor Ahai way more than...
yeah, totally.
than Stannis
just isn't Azor Ahai. Like...
Yeah.
He's just not.
Or like Jon is Azor Ahai and Daenerys is a prince that was promised. Or if they're the same, then it's gotta be Daenerys.
Okay, yeah.
Because she's got the dragons. She birthed those dragons, basically.
Yeah, oh my god, slay. Oh my god, interesting. Oh my god, maybe what's happening with the whole Melisandre-Jon dynamic is she's seeing that Jon's actually Azor Ahai.
Yeah, because we learn a little bit more about the prince that was promised prophecy in Daenerys' chapter as well, kind of. We'll talk, right?
Yeah.
So we'll talk. There's like a lot to talk about, but we'll get there. Yeah. So this is what's the chatter here, and apparently in Volantis, like this theory is very popular. So, people are becoming for Daenerys, at least all the regular people. Yeah. But, at least all the enslaved people, as this guy points out later, because even the free people who are poor at least have the consolation that they're high above the slaves, so then they don't like the fact that she's freeing them either, which is honestly, like, unfortunately true, because, like, human beings inherently, we don't want to be like doing well, we just want to be doing better than the person next to us, which is bullshit,
which is so fucked up. But
yeah, and you could be doing well, but if you're not doing better than the person next to you, then it's just then it doesn't matter. So like it is such a anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't want to discuss too much human nature. I just don't want to get down that path.
Yeah.
Okay, so they go into the inn, and this guy whose name is Kuzo, what was it?
Cavo.
I
Yeah.
knew it was like a Q and ended with an O. Cavo is playing another guy, and they pull up, and is like, "Okay, other guy, get out of here." And Cavo's like, "Okay, you come here to play? Come on up." And so they set up the game, and Halden's to Tyrion is like, "Oh, this is Cavo, the customs officer here, and I have never once defeated him at Sivas." Hint, hint. And Tyrion's like, "I got it. Okay. I have to lose so that it doesn't look like we're bribing him. We get it. It's cool. We're fun. Totally." So,
Oh my
chatting
god.
casually, what news from down the river? And yeah, so he's like, war, things are happening. The Yunkish came with gifts of enslaved people, especially enslaved people trained in the way of the seven sighs.
What does that even mean?
Like 7 types of orgasms, I guess. I don't know.
Stop. That's
like
so
what else
funny.
could it be?
Wait,
like
I didn't
if
even,
it weren't in the context of like slavery, I would be totally into this. I'd be like, yeah, like what are the 7 sighs? Like let's.
Oh my god.
But the fact that these are enslaved people does not. That definitely takes away from that. Because right?
Yeah, totally. Oh.
Yeah. Anyway,
that is wild though, like as a concept.
Yeah. And so the Yunkish, with all their gifts and stuff, has bought Niso, one of the elephants, and Makalo is the tiger that's currently one of the Triarchs. So that's like 2 people who are like for war. And it seems like Donifos, the guy who's not for war, won't be a Triarch very long. So
yeah,
definitely war is basically what's happening. And Tyrion's like, yeah, but why do they want to kill this sweet little child queen? And this guy's like, sweet. And then he goes into this whole like, they say she's bloodthirsty and impales those who speak against her on spikes to die lingering deaths. They say she's a sorceress who feeds her dragons on the flesh of newborn babes. And just blah, like goes on and on and on about this. And Tyrion's like, yeah, the people who hate her, yeah, okay.
Sure. Yeah, real. Ugh.
And the guy's like, okay, fine, but we can't let her be because, as we were talking earlier, like, in slavery is how we keep our lives going, and we don't want to lose that, and we're definitely gonna die if she comes along. So let's, we're being defensive here. And this is where he's like, even the vilest beggar stands higher than a slave. This dragon queen would rob him of that consolation. Which, yeah, just people don't want a better world for everyone. They just want a better world for themselves.
Yeah.
Which,
dude.
Yeah, like you can't have a better world unless it is for everyone. That's
definition
how that works.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, but I do get some joy out of the fact that they be quaking in their boots.
Yes, I do like that. I'm like, yes. And I just want, like, Daenerys is not on a path we want her to be, right? Like,
yeah.
But I want just her, like, mythology to spread in a way that it, like, does all the work for her.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
80% of the people in Volantis are enslaved. Give them the spark and that shit's gonna burn, you know? So
totally.
Like, I don't want, like, I want Daenerys as like a main character and as like a somebody with agency to like make use of that agency and take actions to make this come about. But it would be funny if like all like I said, like all the things just around her come to be, and then she's like, oh, I guess my path to Westeros is clear, I'll just get on it.
Dude, that would be the funniest little plot twist.
Like, it's not gonna happen, and it's not how it's supposed to happen, because you know, she's our main character, she has to do the things. But I also want these people to take charge of their destiny and like be inspired by her, and so like a bit of both, you know, like Daenerys take her actions, but then people also be inspired by her, so that they are taking actions without her having to like direct all of them.
Right. You know? Yeah, like instead of like, oh, she shows up to Marine, she frees everybody, and now people are kind of trying to deal with the repercussions of that and trying to like make their lives and be like, okay, do I like this? How do I feel? What's going on? Like, they've kind of already started thinking about it. They've planned. It's going on.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And instead of her having to tell them how to live their lives, they're like, these are the lives we want to live, and this is how we're going to live them. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, but it's just hard because it's like, this is literally their only reality. Like, I just feel like, there's, like, obviously the imagination is strong and, like, hope and all the things.
Well, we see, like, bits of that in this chapter with the priests and, you know, that kind of stuff. So
yeah, that's true. Hope is alive. I'm just scared.
It is difficult to just it's difficult to go against the status quo because like being enslaved and being certain that you'll have a roof and food, as opposed to like going against all that and potentially dying or like starving or just like, it's a big risk to take, but it's worth everything.
Yeah, totally.
So yeah, but as somebody who doesn't have much imagination myself, like, I get it. Like,
oh my god. Yeah.
But yeah. No, but yeah, and any revolution has to come from within. Like, no, you can't like impose a revolution on someone. That's not how that works either.
Yeah.
Like, as Daenerys is finding out, like, it's not gonna last. It's not gonna be sustainable. So
yeah.
Anyway, sorry, now I'm thinking about the revolution we need to strike within our lives.
When we saw the story of the statue and stuff, I was like, is this what we need to do? Like, do we just like
behead
we overcome? Like, that was literally my first thought.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. So they're playing blah 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 blah. I'm just gonna skip ahead to anything important. The Dothraki. They know that it's Kalpono. Just important because like I just want to point out that that's the guy, and the Volantene aren't worried about it. They're like, we give them gifts, they go, it's fine. Like, no big deal. That's how they have dealt with it till now, and they seem to be cool, just confident that they can deal with it like that in the future. Do you agree, or?
I don't think so. There's no way. No, we've met this guy. I don't trust him a bit.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, no. Well, okay, wait. No, hang on.
I guess there's two things.
I'm not trusting him. My question is whether you think that just giving
the bribe will work.
Dothraki gives, gifts.
No, I don't trust him. Like, you
don't trust him? The trust is not the question.
It's not. He's gonna take the bribe and then do it anyway. Like,
oh, you don't trust Pono?
Yeah, who did you think I was talking about?
The guy who's telling the story.
Oh, no. I think they are bribing them and they think it's gonna be fine, but I think Pono's gonna, I also, like, Pono doesn't like Dany, right? Like, he probably remembers Dany and doesn't like her.
And also, like, the Dothraki also trade in slaves, so, like, they probably don't like that.
Yeah, totally. So I just feel like, I'm sure they can be held at bay for now, because they have common interest with the Valenteens. There we go. I was like, what? Like, I'm sure...
Think teenagers.
I'm sure he's good for now, but, like, this is no long-term solution, but I guess it's working for now, you know?
It's giving volatile teens, which should be the real title of this story, because there's no dragons in it, but there's a bunch of volatile teens.
That's true. It really is a dance with dragons, and the thing we're not letting our dragons do is dance. That's so funny.
So they finish up the combo with this guy. Tyrion loses, as as is arranged.
Yeah.
At least they also are eating and drinking. So it's like, I'm like, at least you got a nice meal out of it.
Yeah, oh my god. Also, we find out that there's been like infighting between the religions. That's why they're like, this guy needs to shut up. Like the guy who was preaching about the red priest who was preaching. They're like, there's been fighting between the red priest people and other gods and all the things.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, Benara's gonna get himself killed.
Good point. So they leave that place, and as they're going about, Tyrion's like, it'd be really nice to have sex with the enslaved person. That's really what I need to cap off the stay.
Yeah.
And Halden's like, okay, fine, I'll wait for you by the gate. Just don't take too long. Mm-hmm. And so Tyrion goes to a brothel. And initially he's like, maybe this is where Tysha is. And he asks for like a Westerosi sex worker. Mm-hmm. And the guy brings somebody, and it's obviously not Tysha, but he's like, I guess you'll do. And then he rapes a slave, and it's really fun. And I get it that it's this whole thing that he thinks he's a monster, so he acts like a monster, but Tyrion, that's your bullshit. Don't take it out on other people. Yeah. And this is probably, it's one of the most disgusting moments of being with Tyrion. Okay, those are my thoughts.
This chapter was very Whiplash core.
Just like you like Tyrion and then you hate Tyrion, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Like, just with Tyrion's actions.
Yeah. And so then he leaves. He's about to leave. He goes downstairs, and he had spilled wine on the carpets, which the girl was freaking out about because she's going to get blamed for it. So he's like, I'll pay for this. And he's trying to like do that. When somebody calls out, Imp. And he turns around, and there's this big burly hairy guy with a black bear on his surcoat that's being entertained by a sex worker who's slim and pretty with long silvery hair.
Dude,
what's happening here?
Wait, what? Sorry, I was writing notes. I really liked your thing of, like, he's acting like the monster he is, so I wasn't listening. I was writing that down. What did you say?
Oh, okay. Well, what happens at the end of this chapter?
Bro, he gets captured!
By?
I don't know who. I don't know who this is.
Oh my god.
Hold on, is this...
Seriously?
I don't know who this is. The only thought I had is this, like, Jorah or something? Who is this?
It's very obviously Jorah.
Okay.
Not only does his description line up, he's wearing a bear surcoat.
Okay, yeah, that's basically
Mormont.
That's okay.
And he's having sex with a girl that looks like Daenerys. Like, how much more Jorah can you get?
Okay, that's true. I think the only thing that I was like, I think this is Jorah was the bear cloak. Everything else I just kind of missed, I think.
Okay.
But the bear cloak, I was like, oh, I do think this is Jorah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, why did you say, am I supposed to know who this is? Like,
because I was looking at the last page and I didn't have anything written on that one. And then I flipped and I was like, oh, is this Jorah? Because I had it written before.
All right. Okay, well, Tyrion tries to be like, hey, it's all cool. I'm not a nymph. My name's Hugo Hill. Can I buy you a cup of wine? And Jorah's like, I've had enough to drink. You're mine, Hugo. And Tyrion's like, what are you gonna do with me? Deliver you to the queen.
So that's what this boy's been up to.
What is that? What does that encompass?
Like, he's just been here. Like, now we know where he was. Because you know how I was
I don't know if he's been here, but he's probably been traveling to here.
Yeah.
And through here.
Yeah, like he's not still hanging out back over.
Like outside the gate, just waiting for Daenerys to let him back in.
Honestly, in my mind, he's still outside the gate. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
So he says, I'm going to deliver you to the queen. Which queen is he talking about?
I think you mean Cersei.
Okay, so he's gonna take her and like get pardoned and be a lord again in Westeros.
Yes, all the things. Because I think,
yeah,
I think maybe the Dany dreams, or I think he's realized it's a pipe dream and he's got to move on.
All right.
But also through his actions, maybe he hasn't. Who knows?
So all this progress that Tyrion has made towards Daenerys is now, how's this gonna go? We know he, like, at least by the end of Feast for Crows, Jorah doesn't
does
show
not
up with
get
Tyrion.
delivered, right?
Yeah.
So maybe like they run into obstacles, sort of thing. But I don't think so. I think they're gonna rescue him.
Who's gonna rescue him? Who's they?
Griff and the other half-maester and Griff and them.
Details. Wow.
they're gonna rescue him. They're gonna, because half-maester's gonna be like, he's been gone a while, and then he's gonna come check, and they're gonna be like, he went off with some bald guy wearing a surcoat with a bear on it. Like, I don't know.
Okay, would they know which way he went anyway?
Maybe not, but maybe they won't be far enough away yet. Like, or maybe Tyrion can try to manipulate, sure. Or maybe, like, I just feel like, because you know how, Griff was like, if you get delayed for any reason, go join the Golden Company, like, we'll meet you there.
Yeah.
So maybe Tyrion will be like, let's go there, but, like, in, like, a manipulative, sly way.
Okay.
You know? I'm just
so
trying
he'll
to
get
think of how
Jorah
they
to take
could
him
end up.
where he needs to go. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't have like a concrete way that would develop. But I'm just trying to think of like how they could end up in the same spot again. You know, for things to be able to happen. Like I don't know. But yeah, I'm scared for Tyrion.
All right. So let's set Tyrion aside for now.
Yeah. Or sorry, one more thought.
Yeah,
sorry.
go ahead.
People also keep trying to like, because I just feel like even in this chapter, like the who was it? It wasn't the guy we talked to who gave us the information. What was he? Was like a border guard. What was he? He was like a
customs officer.
Customs officer. Yeah, he was a customs officer. But even like he made that comment about like, oh, is Tyrion for sale? Like whatever.
Oh,
I just also worry, and I feel like we'd had a few of those so far. So I also just kind of worry. Like I'm not even.
Oh yeah, he says is Tyrion for sale? He says this was so weird. It stuck out to me. The Triarch's grotesquerie is in need of a dwarf that plays Syvas.
Yeah, what
like
does that
do they have a job posting up?
Right, or like, is it like things are so serious they like want to use him as like a fool for comic relief? Like,
yeah, but like it was the like dwarf who plays Syvas, like specifically that was like that stood out to me.
Okay,
and also the fact that this Triarch has a grotesquerie or whatever. Just
yeah. Does he need someone? Is he like pretty bad at Syvas himself? He needs someone to like do his dealings for him. Like, what's going on? Yeah. So I don't know. And knowing Jorah, like I think if things are going south and he realizes it's going to be tough to deliver Tyrion, or he like gets news of what's going on with Cersei and he realizes that it might not work. He might just try to, like, sell Tyrion, you know? Like, I would not put that past him.
To whom, and where would then Tyrion end up, if that is the case?
I mean, we're in Volantis. I don't know the logistics of how it works, but I feel like you could go to some powerful guy and be like, hey, or even not even someone powerful, just somebody who owns.
So he's gonna sell him to somebody in Volantis, and then they're gonna have Tyrion as their like personal entertainment person, like
something like that.
Okay, how does that advance Tyrion's story, though?
That's a good point. I don't know, but I'm not saying that's gonna happen. I'm scared. I'm saying that's a thing I'm scared of. You know? Like, with Jorah, like, I'm saying, of course, Jorah being with him isn't great, but, like, even more than, like, Jorah taking him to the queen, I'm just kind of worried about him hanging out with Jorah and kind of being unsafe in that way. I think, in terms of plot, maybe it's, like, with one of the people who's, like, powerful in Volantis, like, maybe Tyrion ends up working for someone who's super powerful, so it's kind of like when Arya was nearby the Boltons, so we were getting a little bit of info that way. And if he does end up becoming,
he could like sabotage their plans, and then when Daenerys hopefully eventually wins, he can be like, I was the reason you won, because I messed up their maps, I colored them in wrong or something.
Right, yeah. So yeah, I just feel like, and then, you know, we could meet people, see what the dealings are, we could get both sides of the war, sort of, I guess.
Okay, interesting. I like those musings.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's good for predictions. Let's move on to Daenerys. Okay, so Daenerys is meeting with the Green Grace. Her name's Galaza Galar. That's the first and last time I'm going to say it because I will not remember. I will be calling her the Green Grace from now on. So
sounds good.
Get with it. Get with the program.
Oh my God.
And so they're having dinner together and blah blah blah. Dany's servants, like the cupbearers this time, are also cousins of the Green Grace. So they like hang out. They're like, she's happy to see them. And Dany's like, yeah, they're two of my favorite hostages. It's great. Love them. Because that's what you're supposed to do with hostages. But also I don't agree that you're supposed to kill them, so I don't really know what she's supposed to do. But the fact that she took hostages and then, like, it's like you make a threat and then you don't do anything, then people realize that you're not gonna make good on your threats, so then they just walk all over you.
Yeah.
Instead, she should have taken their old men hostage and then just, like, strung them up one by one.
Catelyn Core. Take a page out of Catelyn's
just
book.
Like, that's what I think she should have done.
Yeah.
I don't, you know?
Yeah, hang up the people actually responsible.
Yeah, because like she says, the kids are innocent. It's not their fault. But like, more likely than not, those masters are not innocent. So
yeah, totally.
Just like, yeah, I think old dudes in power. Just let's
get rid of them. Get rid of them. Yeah.
So yeah. I don't know.
That's your thesis?
I got off on the hostage talk immediately, and then now I'm like, okay, I guess that's the end of the chapter.
That's funny. Oh my God. Yeah.
So they're talking about, there's the Sons of the Harpy are still going at it, and the Green Grace is like, yeah, at least I'm happy that even though they're doing that, you haven't been killing the children and all of that. And Skahaz has not been happy with her decision to not kill them, because what good are hostages if you will not take their heads? And she's like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not a butcher queen. And also, like, if she had taken the old guys hostage, then they wouldn't have access to all their resources to then keep plotting all this. Like, I think that could have actually worked. I'm no, like, war strategist or anything, but, like, I just think that had more positives than this does.
Yeah.
Like, sure, she has, like, little kids that hang out with her, and that's fun, but, like...
yeah, the actual repercussions aren't
Or maybe
much.
Take them all hostage. Just, like, clear out the pyramids and then, like...
Every single person.
The kids can, like, just be in, like, a little boarding school playroom area, like, play...
Dude, that's so funny.
And then, like, the old guys are just, like, the ones she actually kills, you know?
Stop. Dany's just establishing schools, man.
Yeah, anyway, okay, what are we talking about? Oh, the Butcher King of Vastapor is dead, and there's a bunch of turmoil going on there, and I don't really care, so moving on.
Oh my God.
The Green Grace is like, you should marry. That's the whole point of this conversation.
Yeah.
And because you're a stranger, people don't like you. Like, if we were ruled by you and somebody from our place, like our heritage, then we would feel better. And, like, I don't disagree with all of that. Like, I think, like I was saying before, like, people gotta rule themselves, but I don't think it should be, like, one of the nobles that she marries. Like, it should be freedmen ruling the city and all of that. So, yeah. And she's like, you're gonna you need Giscari blood to rule this city, or reconcile the city to your rule. Elsewise, I fear your reign must end as it began, in blood and fire. And I was like, you mean fire and blood, her house words that should be her motto, but are definitely not?
LOL. Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And the guy she wants her to marry is his Darzo Lorak, the guy who keeps coming to her petitioning to open the fighting pits. So,
which is already a great start.
Exactly.
Great start.
Such
Love
a meet
this guy.
cute, you know?
Meet cute is so funny, dude. Oh my god.
And so Daddy's like, yeah, okay, why him? Why not Skahaz? And the Green Grace is like, everybody hates Skahaz. Like, it's not gonna help your cause.
Oh my god, dude.
Besides, his Dar has, like, the noblest noble blood. Like, not any, like, regular noble.
Oh my god.
Or whatever.
This fucking... Ugh.
But I don't agree with this, but I think for Daenerys, I think this is a good argument because her whole thing is like, I am descended from a better class of people than everybody else. That's why I deserve to rule the world.
Right.
So, like, making the same argument to her makes sense.
LOL.
But obviously, all of it is bullshit, so.
Yeah, totally. Ugh.
Yeah. And, yeah, and she's also thinking, like, yeah, Skahaz is no good. Like, he would be a disaster as a king. He's too quick to anger. And he's too hated among people. So Skahaz is the Shave Pate, is the leader of the Brazen Beasts, right? Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, and then Reznak Moreznak is the perfumed seneschal.
Yes. Yeah.
They're both noble?
I think so. Yeah.
So even though Skahaz is noble, he's on the side of the freedmen. And then Reznak is the one who's always advocating for the nobles.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. So I guess they see the Skahaz as like a class traitor or whatever. That he's noble, but like working on the side of the freedmen. Okay, whatever. I think like, yeah, religious leader, whatever, the Green Grace, right? Like, I'm just like, should you be consulting the ruling class in this?
Yeah, and also, like, you're just gonna listen to this one girl's opinion? Like, come on. Like, yeah. I know everybody's opinion is, like, Dany get married to someone, but still, it just kind of felt like she was, like, she took this and then she was, like, finality, you know? Like...
Yeah. Oh, by the way, the freed people that were killed by the Sons of the Harpy, they were those women who... Remember she had, like, a guy petition to her and was like, these women were slaves and they learned their craft from me, so I should get commission on their sales.
Oh, yeah. Who was that?
Tapestry. I don't know. Some guy. You want me to name some random guy?
No, yeah. I do remember that, yeah.
And those women are the ones that are killed.
Dude.
So my first step is, Daenerys, find that guy. Like, there you go. There's one of your culprits.
Right, yeah.
Anyway. Okay, so the Green Grace is like, yeah, marry his daughter, it's gonna be great. And Daenerys is like, yeah, but what does he make of this? And the Green Grace is like, oh, why don't you ask yourself? He's right there. And Daenerys is like, you presume too much. But she only does it in her head. She does.
Yeah,
she doesn't actually say it out loud. Like,
yeah, this girl...
Like, use your authority. Like, project it and let it be known.
Yeah.
And she's just letting everybody walk all over her, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I have rage about these chapters and I am letting it out.
It's okay.
And I have no good thoughts. Like, maybe I'm offering some better options, but I don't know if they would actually be better options. I don't know enough, really. Yeah. I don't know anything. But the way things are going, I just know that I don't like that.
Yeah.
So
no, I get that.
That's what I do know.
I don't think we need to have most critical, most thought out opinion to go, hey, Danny, I think that, like, suddenly sacrificing every single thing you stand for is maybe not the right answer.
I think I find it difficult to criticize something if I can't offer a better solution. Like, that's just inherently, like...
It's the problem solver in you.
Yeah, like, I'm saying that she's doing it wrong, but then how am I saying she do it better? That's why I'm trying to come up with, like... You know, take the old guys hostage, but, like, I don't know if those are actually good ideas.
Right. Yeah, but, like, I don't think... It's kind of like when you, like, criticize your leaders. Like, it's not your job to come up with better solutions. It's just your job to be like, hey, what you're doing is not right. I need you to do something else. Like, you know when people will be like, well, what else should we do? We have to do this. And it's like, well, no, maybe we could sit down and, like, think. Like, that's kind of, like, what Dany's doing, too, where she's like, well, I've tried everything, and it's like, I don't think you've tried everything. I think that you're ignoring your dragons.
I do think that, she lacks in counselors, though. Like, the only good counselor she has is Barristan.
Yeah,
and she doesn't listen to anything he says, so, like...
Yeah, oh, totally. She definitely does not have it, like, easy. Like, I definitely wouldn't, like, make fun of... It's not like Cersei, where it's like, girl... Everyone's telling you this is gonna blow up in your face and you're not listening, you know? Like, it's definitely a different situation, but it still is like, okay, we need to try more things before we just suddenly start giving concessions to the whole purpose of why we're here. And, like, to suddenly, like, you've gone this long without a husband, like, just suddenly, and I know that she does the thing of, like, I'm just gonna string him along for a bit and buy myself time, like, and she's gonna test and see if he can do something, but I just like, we need a little more, Queen, you know, like,
yeah,
we need a little more.
I just want, sorry, 1 second, I got distracted. What's happening? Okay, I'm back. What were we talking about? Yes. So I guess I will continue to criticize Daenerys. Although her like her and Jon's situations are very paralleled in this book. And like Jon also doesn't have any counselors, and any counselors he does have he keeps sending away. So like
oh man.
He's doing they're both doing the I want to please everybody thing, and you cannot have that. Like, somebody's gonna be mad, and you have to be okay with it, and you just have to communicate that they're gonna, like, get the short end of the stick. Like,
right, yeah.
What does short end of the stick even mean? Like, it's all one stick.
Okay, I knew this once. Hold on. It's like the short end of the stick.
Is that even the phrase? Did I misquote?
No,
it?
No, it is the short end of the stick. Maybe, I don't know. Do you want to look it up? I used to know this, but I don't remember it
right now.
Yeah. All that's coming to my mind right now is like, we're sharing a stick. And it's harder for you to hold on.
Like, we know what it means, but why does it make sense? Because, like, imagine
what does it come from? Yeah.
Like, the stick is equal on all sides.
No, but I think it's just, like, I'm taking more, so you get the short end of the stick. Like, I don't think it's, like, the stick has a short end. I think it's the short end because of how much of it you hold.
Okay.
Like,
that
it's not,
makes sense.
like, it's not a characteristic of the stick. It's a characteristic of the situation.
I appreciate that. Makes sense. I appreciate you saying it that way. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Hisdar comes up and he's like very, he's very
assuming.
Well, assuming, but he also he's bowing and he's like whatever.
Yeah. He's trying. But
he's
to
also got
her.
He's also doing the sweet talk. Like,
yes, totally.
Oh, why aren't you smiling? Oh, I always grow solemn in the presence of such beauty. And obviously, Daenerys is like, as Tyrion was saying, she's got pride and she likes to be told good things.
She's like, "Do you even love me?"
Yeah.
That was kind of iconic when she said that. I was like, yes, queen, you have 50 things. You have so much to think about, but these are the right questions to be asking.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And I sound like I'm being sarcastic, but I'm not.
I know you're not being sarcastic, which is why I'm doing the mm-hmm.
I know, but just clarifying for the listeners. I know you know.
Oh, okay. Well, I think after 5.5 years, they know too.
No, because was it a Dany chapter where, like, I think it was Dany, where, like, she had a chapter where she was being super melodramatic about how she was, like, never gonna find love, and she was, like, crying to Barristan about, like, her crush on Dario or something, and she was like, I'm never gonna find love, and I was like, girl, this is so funny, and it was so good. But anyway,
All
yeah,
right.
our girl be a Sansa
She
sometimes.
asks, first thing she asks him, why would the Sons of the Harpy lay down their knives for you? Are you one of them? And obviously he says no, and she's like, would you tell me if you were? And then he's like, yeah, I wouldn't, but, like, I'm not. Do you believe him?
I don't believe him.
Like, how exactly, like, would they just be like, oh, yay, we have a king who's part of our blood, and now we won't fight? Like,
yeah, I don't think they're they're not focusing on the semantics of it. They care about everything else, you know, like, oh, we're losing our slaves, we're, you know, all the things.
Yeah. And Dany's basically like, I could get the Shape Paid to torture the truth out of you. And then he's like, yeah, you could, but, like, you know, I have no doubt that Skahaz would soon have me confessing. A day with him, I'll be one of the Harpy sons. 2 days, I will be the Harpy. 3, it'll turn out I slew your father too back in the day. Like, and I agree with him that torture does not work, and people will just say anything to stop being tortured. So, just
yeah. And yeah, he's like, I have gold and friends and influence and blood. I think, yeah, I also, with, like, the concessions he wants her to make, I feel like it's also, like, he basically is like, I can offer them a better deal with us working together, you know?
I guess.
But that's so icky, I don't like it.
Yeah, maybe. It's not, like, he says, yeah, I will stop them, but he does not actually lay out how he will stop them. And Daenerys really does not look into it enough.
Right, yeah.
But what she says is, like, why do you want to do this? Like, and he's like, well, is it really that terrible that I want to protect my own people? Mm-hmm. And Marine's my city, and I want it to be prosperous. So I guess that is the best answer he could have given, really. Mm-hmm. I don't know how genuine it is, but it is the best answer he could have given here.
Yeah, true. Rather than be like, I want to be king.
Yeah, and she's like, okay, but how is you being king really gonna help? Like, are you gonna, like, you know, be a god and take care of everything? And he's like, no, but we can think up schemes. Like, for example, maybe we can negotiate with Yunkai that the people who are free now will remain free, but they can continue enslaving other people. Mm-hmm. And obviously Daenerys is like, how is that okay? No. Right.
Yeah.
And this, like, in the middle of, like, this like, serious, like, conversation, she's like, you've not said you love me. Do you love me? Like,
yeah, she says this in the middle of, like, as she's like,
she goes from literally people being enslaved to do you love me?
Yeah.
Priorities, Daenerys.
Yeah, and she's like considering his words, and then she's like, okay, enough about that. Now do you love me? Like, girl, yeah, this was very, I guess this chapter was also a little bit whiplashy.
And he's like, I'll say it if you want me to. And, you know, like, of course I desire you. You're hot. Everybody desires you.
Oh my god.
But then he says something that if I were to build up an argument for, like, in favor of Hizdahr, he says, you know, all these people have been ruling our city and it's been crumbling all around them. Custom and caution had an iron grip upon us till you awakened us with fire and blood. A new time has come and new things are possible. Marry me.
That was kind of good. He did kind of eat that up.
And like, I think what he thinks are the new things that are possible, and what I want the new things that are
Those
possible
are
to be are different things.
Yeah.
But I did appreciate this a little bit.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah, and Daenerys is like, okay, he's not too bad to look at, and he has a king's tongue. So let me test that tongue and come over here and kiss me.
Oh my god.
So he kisses her head, and she's like, no, kiss me like a man kisses his wife. And so he gives her a little peck on the lips, and she's like, I felt no stirrings. Which, like, we're doing this test.
This is the chemistry
I agree
test.
people should, like, have chemistry and, like, be sexually compatible and whatever if they're to get married.
Right.
But Daenerys, that's not why you're getting married.
Yeah, no one said marry him for love. Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Okay, she's 16. Just remember that. She's 16.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. And the most important, one day I'll want to return to Westeros. What are we gonna do then? And this guy is like, one day we're all gonna die. We'll see it when it comes. Yeah. That was not a satisfactory answer.
Yeah. He doesn't even... You know what I mean?
And also the fact that she just is like, okay, fine. I guess if you bring me peace, it's cool. Like, Daenerys, push that. That's supposed to be your whole purpose.
Yeah. Literally, that's what I'm saying. Like, she's literally making concessions on what makes her her. And it's like, girl, you can't... You may as well just not be here then.
This should be, like, a treatment of currently and formerly enslaved people. That should be, like, top of the mind. Yeah. And then second is, like, how the fuck am I gonna get out of here should be her priorities. And both of these things she just brushes aside to talk about love.
Yeah. And she's just like, okay, yeah, like, she just, this is just not, it's just not it. And, like, even, like, the, what was I gonna say? Shall I kiss you again? No, I'll die. Yeah, like, it just... This is so random. You know what I mean? Like, I just also feel like there's gotta be other nobles that are, like, strong and whatever. Like, if she is going to marry a noble... Like,
I think she should not marry at all, because then she's like permanently tying herself to this place, and her whole mission is to get out of this place. Like, it's the opposite of what she needs to do.
True, but if that is the path we are taking, like, this guy specifically, Kate, you don't even like him. He doesn't even like you. You're not at all ideologically aligned. Beyond that, he doesn't even want to do the Westeros thing, let alone, like, what he thinks of enslaved people. He is, like, making promises we don't even know if he can keep yet. You're giving in to so many things. It's just not worth it. And who's to say it's even gonna work? Who's to say it's even gonna work? Even if
she does. This is why she does her test of, like, give me 90 days and 90 nights without a murder, and then I'll marry you on the 91st. Yeah. Which, okay, so if he fails, they won't get married. But if he succeeds, I feel like that's a guarantee that he's on the side of the Harpies.
Yeah. So then how are you gonna marry him? Then you shouldn't get married. Yeah.
Honestly, totally, it should be if he fails the test, then you marry him. Please. But then there's, like, no use to being married to him. So it's just a terrible proposition. That's either way. Thing.
Like, they basically are like, oh yeah, marry one of the Harpies so that the Harpies stop bothering you. But the thing is, like, okay, so I marry him, but he's not just gonna be a mummy in the corner, you know what I mean? Like, he's gonna have the power and influence that comes with getting married to me, you know? Like, yeah. It's not just marrying him, you're marrying the brand, the person, the thoughts, like, everything, you know?
Yeah. So he agrees to this, and he's like, 90 days, and on the 91st, also, we're gonna get married. Is, like,
obviously, it's the thing of, is he gonna be able to hold down the Harpies, right? But my other thing is, what I meant by, is this even gonna work? Is, like, okay, so they stop infighting because they listen to this guy who's like one of their leaders, whatever, right? And then 90 days go by, they get married, and then let's say Dany's not letting him convince her, like she's sticking to her guns, right? Now they can just start, I just feel like they can start doing it all over again.
Yeah, and then you're gonna marry another guy? Like,
yeah, like, you just can't, like, because the thing is, if he's able to stop them, he's gonna be able to stop them by conceding on things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then now, those are, like, now you have less agency, you have less ability to actually do what you want to do as a ruler. Like, you just, you know, like, there's no going back. The more you give in, you can't backtrack from that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, terrible situation all around.
Yeah.
He agrees to the deal, leaves, and then Barristan comes in, and she's thinking about, like, who all she has around her. And first off, she doesn't trust any of Resnak's council because of the whole perfumed seneschal thing. And she wonders if, like, Resnak and Hisdar and the Green Grace are all in on something and just, like, plotting to take her down. So,
oh my god.
Honestly, kind of like how Tyrion was telling young Griff to not trust anyone, I like that she doesn't trust some people. Like, I want her to trust even fewer people.
Totally, yeah. Just you and Barristan Barristan and dragons against the world, my queen.
Yeah. And so she talks to Barristan, and Barristan's like, yeah, don't. First off, it's not my place to say, but if you want me to, don't do this. We have Westeros to go to. And she's like, Westeros is far away. And I just can't. Lingering here will never bring it any closer, which, honestly, Barristan, thank you. Somebody needed to say it. Just like.
Iconic. Yep.
Yeah. And then she's like, oh, did my brother love his wife? Like, that whole thing. Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh, Princess Elia was a really cool person, and he was very fond of her. And she's like, fond? I guess I could be fond of Hisdar or whatever. And then Barristan goes on to be like, you know, your parents were also married, but they had no fondness there, and that was bad. And she's like, but then why did they get married? Because, I don't know if you remember, but they were siblings. Mm-hmm. Not that would, like, be a reason to not get married for them, but like, just like a thing.
Yeah.
And apparently, so her grandfather, I want to say Jaehaerys.
Mm-hmm.
One of the Jaehaeryses, I think. I think his name was Jaehaerys. Commanded it because a Woods Witch told him that the prince who was promised would be born of their line. And this Woods Witch came to court with Jenny of Oldstone, a stunted thing, grotesque to look upon, a dwarf, most people said, though dear to Lady Jenny, who always claimed that she was one of the children of the forest. And when Daenerys asks what became of her, all he says is Summerhall. So the Summerhall shit again. Mm-hmm. Any thoughts about this before I go into it?
I don't remember this. Was this a thing?
Well, we didn't know that they were told that the prince that was promised would be born of your prophecy. We knew that Rhaegar read some book and was like, I gotta be a warrior now, all of a sudden. So maybe Rhaegar thought that he was the prince that was promised, and then he was like, no, I gotta have kids, and they're gonna be the princes that were they're gonna be the prince that was promised.
Okay.
And all of that. So, a few things. First off, this Woods Witch.
Is it the same person we met?
Which same person?
The one we met.
We met
Bran.
a lot of people. No, this is the ghost of Highheart.
Really? Oh my god, cute.
Remember when Arya meets her, she asks the guy to always sing her Jenny's song, Jenny of Oldstones. And she talks about how she gorged on grief at Summerhall. So,
wow.
Yeah, I don't think that her description matched the Children of the Forest description exactly, but maybe it's like somewhere in her ancestry there's a child of the forest, and so she has some of those, like, she's prophetic, obviously, like she has those green dreams and stuff, and Yeah, and she's got some of the features of the Children of the Forest, so
Oh my god.
so there's that aspect.
Wow.
And then the whole, like, the prince that was promised would be born of their line.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be of those people that are still alive. Dany,
mm-hmm.
Jon,
mm-hmm.
Aegon Kid.
Mm-hmm. That's so many options.
Right?
There's so many of us.
But I think if it's any, it's really Daenerys. Like, it's...
Yeah.
Like,
the rest are just us
I
theorizing.
think it's the, like, literally waking dragons. Like, I think that's real... Jon's gonna have to, like, pull some, like, magical shit to, like, compete
that's
with
true.
that.
Oh my
and
god.
Aegon hasn't done anything along those lines, so...
Yeah. Oh my god, iconic.
Like, or unless it's, like, Aegon and Dany's kid. Like, the line just keeps going and going and going, and maybe a million years from now is the prince that was promised. Like,
million is so
but
funny.
then, like, the point of these books would be just ridiculous. Like, no.
Right?
So,
like, wow, let's have thousands of years before this. Like,
yeah.
oh my god.
Or I guess it doesn't have to be Dany and Aegon's kid. It could be just, like, any of their kids that would still be of that line.
Right.
So.
That's true.
Nobody said how long the line is. Maybe it's not a short stick at all. I don't know what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
Okay. So, yeah, she's like, I'm done talking to you. Leave. Literally, that's what she says. She says, leave me now. I'm very weary. Very weary. Get out of here. I don't want to talk to you. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Oh, and then he's like, oh, by the way, just on my way out, you had a visitor. Dario's back. Like, I feel like he didn't want to tell her, but he begrudgingly does because it's like his job.
Oh my god. He's like,
and Daenerys is like, Dario, he's here. He's been here this whole time, and I haven't seen him. I've been doing politics shit. Who cares about that? Let me go see Dario. And so she's like, send him up at once, but also send me my handmaid so I can be pretty. It's gonna be great.
Oh, she's so cute. Oh my god.
I mean,
this silly girl.
I get it. Like, he used to bring her flowers every day on their way from Yunkai to Marine. Like, he's doing all the things that would totally,
is romancing so hard.
Yeah, like, I get it, Daenerys, but also, like, his physical description is not at all. Like,
he's totally right. I'm like, why do you
honestly
think he's hot, girl?
I think his personality is a little hot, but his looks are just the opposite of what I would consider hot.
That's so
like
funny.
he's got a trident beard that's purple, and then his mustache is gold. And then his hair is like half gold, half purple, which is fine. But then he's also got like the auroch and the knife that have like the hilts that are naked women. And then he's got a golden tooth, not because he had a cavity, because he just wanted a golden tooth.
Yeah.
Like, those are not, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he does have the guts to stand up to her, which I would argue is his most attractive quality.
Totally, yeah. Yeah, I do like that. And he's also, like, he's just...
But that's the quality she doesn't like.
Exactly.
That's what she sends him away.
No,
so
but that wasn't what I was gonna say, but that is damn right. I think, like, he's so, like... He's just so confident. Like, he just kind of walks in and he's like, this is what's...
She says he swaggers even when he's standing still.
Literally, that's literally the perfect description, but it was so funny.
I'm sure he just isn't drunk.
Are you sure he isn't? That's really funny.
No, but yeah, like that's a striking visual, but also concerning, but also sums up his confidence swagger
thing. Totally.
thing.
That's I forgot about that line. That line was so funny. I like had to let out a chuckle when I read it. Oh my god.
Okay, so he comes in and he's like, the Lazarene are on your side. They're gonna send supplies. Also, 9 of my people died, but we took 12 of the Yunkish and they joined us. And she's like, are you sure you want to trust them? And he's like, they look weird. Who would make a spy with such a weird beard? Like, that Okay, what do you think these people are spies? Is that something she needs to be concerned about?
So.
Okay.
Here's my thing, right? I don't think they need spies to defeat Dany. Like, maybe they're covering their bases, but, like, I just don't feel a need for this.
Okay. Well, I do think that he should be more cognizant of it than he is being.
Totally, yeah.
Which Dany tries to say to him and then is like, I don't like having to scold my boy.
Basically. Yeah, she is such a simp for him. And she's such a quiet simp for him, and he's such a loud simp for her. He's like, I have only one urgent need, Daenerys. And then in her head, she's like, oh my god, fuck me already. Like,
but also don't, because it's bad.
Yeah, but also, like, I need to marry someone else. I can't marry you as much as I want to.
Yeah. And so Daenerys is like, the Carthene are messing with me, and Daria's like, they have milk in their veins. Let them see your dragons and they'll run. Dany did not want to talk about the dragons in this book called A Dance with Dragons.
LOL.
She calls herself the dragon. Her freaking house symbol is the dragon. Her words are fire and blood, and like all she's doing is no dragon.
Well, that's how you know she's not living her truth, you know? She literally is dragon and she's not dragoning, you know?
Yeah, I'm not saying like embody all of your ancestors that like tried to swallow, that tried to drink like wildfire and be a dragon and whatever, right. But like, can you embody the part of the dragons that don't let them people walk all over them? Like, can you? Is it really that much?
Literally.
Okay, so speaking of the dragons that she's not speaking of, the two that she has chained in the dungeons. Oh, poor dragons. They're growing more and more restless every day, and Viserion has already like snapped one of his chains, and they keep at one point they were breathing fire on the door so long that it glowed red hot for like a day. Like,
dude,
do you think these do you think even if she doesn't let them out on her own, do you think these dragons will remain contained in these pits?
I don't think so, bro. I feel like every day it's getting harder
and then what's she gonna do? Like, are these dragons gonna want to have anything to do with her after she put them through this kind of torture?
Yeah, who knows? They might just like start running around wreaking havoc. Who knows? This is definitely like, of all of her issues, this feels kind of the most urgent to me. Like, obviously the war stuff is super important too, but like, this is just like,
the dragons should be the answer to all her problems. Like,
yeah, and it just is like obviously everyone's turning on her and that's bad, but if her dragons turn on her, like that's like life,
then she's not the prince that was promised anymore. Yeah. Then she loses that.
And it literally is like, it's ending lives. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously the war is also gonna end lives, but it's different. You know what I mean? Like, you can't, sure, Yunkai doesn't want to negotiate with you, but maybe something could be done. If you lose control of your dragons, think about who could use that against you, or the dragons themselves could just like go around like, it's just so much more serious than everything else, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's degrees of seriousness, and this one like needs to be like urgent.
Yeah, I agree. So then they, instead of talking about dragons, they talk about Astapor, and Daenerys is like, Astapor's under siege. And Arya's like, oh, I know, because this guy told me, and I cut out his tongue and fed it to a dog, and the dog ate it, and a dog will never eat a liar's tongue, so I knew it was true. Which is...
what?
So weird and random. Just so weird.
You know, it's random. So funny. I think this guy, I genuinely believe, this guy says the most random, incomprehensible shit sometimes, but I think he just gets away with it because of his charm. Because what the fuck is he yapping about?
Yeah. And then she's like, I'm getting married. I'm gonna marry his daughter. And he's like, that's stupid.
Basically.
which I did appreciate.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, how am I gonna get these killings to stop? I don't know who the Harpies are. And he's like, it's the Masters. Who else would it be?
Yeah.
And yeah, and she's like, yeah, but if I attack one pyramid, they're gonna all band together and attack me, and that won't go well. And Dario suggests a red wedding of sorts, and is like, why? Yeah, like host this wedding, get them all together, and fuck them up,
dude.
And that'll be great. Which, why did I kind of agree with him on this? Like,
no, you didn't. Really?
Because I'm so tired of these masters and their bullshit.
That's so funny. Yeah, I wouldn't say I agreed with him on this, but I was like, Danny, you need to give other options a try, you know? Not necessarily this one, but like do something else.
I guess I agreed with him on her taking some action.
Yeah, definitely more than what she's doing right now, for sure.
Yeah. And you know, he's talking to her like, you know, most queens have no purpose but to warm a king's bed. Like, if that's what you want to be, go ahead and marry his daughter. And she's like, have you forgotten who I am? No, have you? Which,
that was good.
That needed to be said.
That was a nice
I'm not sure it's like, because like immediately after she's like, I'm blood of the dragon. Do not presume to teach me lessons. And I'm like, are you blood of the dragon? Are you?
I don't know if you're now we're no longer so we're not dismissing the dragon only when it's convenient for us. Like,
yeah, she seems to have forgotten that she is the blood of the dragon, and that she comes back to the. Like, she counterattacks this with the fact that she's the blood of the... So she's like, get out of here. And he's like, okay. So then she calls Barristan back. First off, she'd said, hey, Barristan, go away. I don't need you for the rest of the day. And now he like just got to his room because his pyramid is tall as fuck. So this guy has just gotten to his room. He was taking off his armor, about to take a shower. And then he gets called back up again to go up those stairs.
LOL.
He's an old man. Like, I still think he's a very capable fighter and everything, but you know, like, it's
have mercy
annoying.
on him.
I would just like, no, Daenerys, you don't get to do this.
Oh my god, yeah.
So poor Barristan has to come all the way up to her room again and to be told that she wants Dario gone.
Yeah.
Which, okay, I don't disagree with this decision of hers. I think like she's too consumed with thoughts of Dario and to like think straight, and like having sex with him or marrying him will not help any of her problems.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably better that she's sending him away.
Right.
Yeah, so she's like, send them away, just make them like go guard the hinterlands or something. I don't care. Just let them be gone and give Dario everything he needs, but have him report to you always. I don't want to see him ever again.
Right.
And yeah. And then she goes to bed and she's like, I sent him away. I waited so long for him to come back, but now I sent him away.
Oh my god. Then she feels guilty about the dragons, and she's like, well, I'm a monster. She's sexually
frustrated and using Yuri as her vibrator, but it's not doing it. So,
yeah. Also, like, it just, like...
Honestly, maybe having... Okay, I know I've also, like... in this episode, I've expressed my doubts about whether having sex with Dario is a good thing, but also the fact that the age discrepancy and the power balances and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, just fuck it out. Maybe that'll help some of these hormones, like, settle and just, like, you can think straighter.
LOL, yeah. There was also an interesting moment of, because when she's, like, kind of dreaming about Dario, she's like, the girl in her wanted to kiss him so much it hurt. His kisses would be hard and cruel, she told herself, and he wouldn't care if I cried out or commanded him to stop. Is this, like, is it, like, the kink?
I think
or,
so.
like, because I was like, is this, I just needed, I was like, I don't know which one this is, because with Dany, like, because you know the way that she romanticizes the Drogo stuff, like,
Yeah.
You just never know. I'm like, is this what, like, are you into, like, are you good? Basically, most of my question, Danny. Because I agree, what I was going to say is I agree with you about, whenever these characters start dreaming about sex and it ruins them, I'm like, just fuck it out. But
everybody needs a lesson in masturbating, I think. Like,
that would solve it.
Not solve it, but that she's never able to get off and is like frustrated. Like,
right.
She needs to be able to take care of herself. She can't be relying on men to do it for her all the time.
True.
Like,
right.
She's gonna, like, she's 16. She's got a long life to live, hopefully. You know, like.
That's funny. Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, instead, was it Eerie who taught her to have sex the first time around?
Maybe, yeah.
Right? Like, maybe turn that inwards and instead of having sex with somebody else, learn how to masturbate. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So
yeah, because I was just...
Sure, like, fantasize about Dario all you want. Close your eyes and go at it. Like...
That's true. Yeah, honestly, I think I agree with that more. Because that's my thing with the having sex with him thing. I just don't know if she's in, like, a... I just don't trust her state right now, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like it would just kind of be like, yeah.
And masturbating is a, like, stress reliever. It, like, it's a pain, what's the word? Like, it helps with pain.
Yeah.
There's, like, all sorts of scientific, like, benefits to masturbating. Like, I think if I were a doctor, I would prescribe masturbating to Daenerys, basically.
Stop! Oh my god. That's hilarious.
Yeah. All right. Is that, we have nothing else to add to this?
Okay, hold on.
That's the end of the chapter.
Let me just think.
You were saying things that I interrupted with my masturbating PSA.
No, I was just saying, because when I first read that, I was like, it just kind of alarmed me. I was like, is she ready? Is she good? Like, is she good if she were to start having sex with him? Just because with the Drogo stuff, sometimes I worry. And with the Viserys, like, weird
also,
when he would go in, when he would, like, be about to, well, he did sexually assault her. He would, like, grab her boobs and stuff. So, that's sexual.
Also, she was 13, like, just, like, and had no choice and all of those things.
Oh, totally. Yeah. The Drogo stuff overall, and then also the Viserys stuff and all that. So I'm just, like, so, I don't know, I just, like, obviously I want her to, like, have pleasure, like, have sexual pleasure, but, like, I just also want her to be okay, you know?
Also you don't know where Dario's been, what kind of, like, sexual STIs, like, sexual STIs, that's sexually transmitted STIs and stuff he's carrying. Like, I think, you know, she's got that, like, I don't need to worry about pregnancy because Miri Mazdur said I can never have kids,
right?
Which she also thinks about in this chapter, because everybody's like, once you have babies with his star, everything's gonna be great, and she's like, yeah, that's not gonna happen, but whatever.
Which she's also
so, like, I guess you're not worried about pregnancy, but you should still be worried about STIs. Like, people always use condoms, and like, just, even if you're on birth control, just use condoms, and what are they called? Just other types of barrier methods. Okay. I'm done. I will.
Oh my god. Yeah. Anyway, so as much as I want her to be able
Do they have condoms in this world? Sorry.
We haven't heard of any, and we've seen a lot of people having sex.
Like, we hear about moon tea all the damn time, and like how it has, like, you know, abortion or birth control properties. Like, people seem to use it both ways, like, to prevent pregnancy and also to get rid of pregnancy. But we don't hear anything about condoms.
Oh my god.
So you remember? All these people are just running around with all these STIs, and they're not caring about it.
LOL. Yeah, I mean,
why do they bathe, like, occasionally? Oh my god.
That's why they have so many bastards, bro. Like, they be fucking, and it just to be happening, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
anyway, okay.
Yeah.
Practice safer sex, people. Yeah. Or just masturbate, and in Daddy's case, probably the best idea.
Yeah. Oh
don't marry people. Okay,
don't marry people. Continue.
I'm saying that to Daenerys.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
Also, I don't really do the marriage thing, so, like, I guess.
Oh my god.
But if you want to marry people, you can marry people. Just unless you're Daenerys, don't do that. Is she gonna marry his daughter? Let's try to get this horse back on track.
I don't think so. I have faith in her to step up her act.
Like,
and
in
stop.
which, like, he's gonna fail at his promise, or she's gonna, like, say no when it comes to it. Like,
I think she's gonna say no when she comes to it, and she's gonna be like, I'm trying something else. Thanks for helping, but no thanks.
so there will be 90 days and nights without murders.
I think so.
Okay. Well, that would be at least a good reprieve for the city.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So she's not going to marry him. She's going to think of something else. And I don't want to talk about this anymore. So let's move on to next chapters.
Okay, sounds good. I'm good with that too. I don't really have any unique thoughts on this.
We're doing 2. So hopes and predictions, please.
Ooh, okay. Give me Bran. Give me Davos.
Okay. Interesting. What if I told you that both the chapters next chapter are like those titled chapters and not like the character name chapters?
Okay. So the seer and
But like, who is the seer? You can tell me what's
Bran's
behind
the seers.
Oh, okay,
Bran's the seer, and then...
So you're just trying to say the same people, but just in different ways.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay.
And who was the other one that I wanted?
I don't know. I've forgotten already.
I wanted Davos. Davos.
Oh my god! I can't believe I missed Davos.
Oh wow, fake fan.
Yeah, the smuggler, I guess.
No, we need something unique.
The hand. The only the head and the hands, because that's what they chopped off.
Dude, no. It's he's the hand about to lose his head.
That's a very long title, but okay.
No,
the hand
without head. Yeah, hand with no head. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's not that
or
either of those.
Okay.
Chapter 24 is, so we're reading chapters 24, 25. 24 is the Lost Lord.
The Lost Lord? What the fuck does it even mean? Okay. Who's a lost... Are they new?
Yes.
Really? Oh my god, I can't believe you even told me that. Okay.
Because I figure,
Because I was like, is Jon a Lost Lord? Does that count?
Like, which Jon Snow?
Yeah, like Lord
How is
Commander.
he a Lost Lord?
I don't know.
Okay,
He's struggling. He's lost
okay.
his, I don't know. He's struggling. I don't know. Okay, the Lost Lord. The Lost Lord. Oh my god. Okay.
Area of the world. If you can't give me person.
Okay, we're gonna go to... It'll be a free city.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Chapter 25 is the Wind Blown.
The Wind Blown. Whoa.
Do you remember who the Wind Blown are?
No. Is this like Is this what's his face? Like Quentin's people? They're moving?
Maybe.
Okay.
The last time they were in Volantis, they had just passed the Wind Blown, and this guy was like, I have an idea on how to get there.
Yes, right. They were gonna join the
Wind Blown are a company of sellswords.
Yes. Okay, yeah. They were gonna join the enemy.
So if they join them, where are they? What are they doing?
Okay, they're getting ready to go attack. They're like on their way.
Attack where?
Danny. They're gonna lead like the first sort of
the vanguard.
Yeah. They're gonna be part of the vanguard.
Okay, nice. So at least he's a lot closer to Danny than anybody has gotten. So,
and that's so funny because we've had one chapter of him trying to get here. Meanwhile, everyone else has been trying for so long.
Yeah. Okay. Well, those are the chapters then. Do you want to read the first sentence of the next chapter so you know who it is?
Can I?
Yeah, just the first sentence,
Okay, slay.
Out loud.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Come on,
Sorry.
podcast, please.
Yes, okay. It should not have taken this long, Griff told himself as he paced the deck of the Shy Maid. Whoa, it's Griff?
Yeah.
It's Connington. So we'll finally get the POV. We'll see where his allegiance is.
I love how, like, every time you just start reading to yourself, I never mean read. If I say, why don't you read that? Read it out loud, okay?
Yeah.
Just, like, blanket statement from now on. Just
Okay.
always. Because on a podcast, people hear things. They use their ears, and then the sound goes in, and then your brain processes it and stuff, you know?
Yeah, through your... What's it called? Your vestibular...
No, we're not getting...
Hey, if you're gonna get technical, we're gonna get technical.
I get to be technical because you were being silly and reading to yourself on a podcast.
No, hey, I was being silly goofy because I'm so cute and charming.
Okay.
Like Dario. I'm like Dario.
You were really cute and charming when you slept in and totally stood me up this morning.
I'm sorry! Ugh, but you forgive me because I'm so cute and charming.
We have very different
definitions of cute and
viewpoints
charming
on this. Yeah. Okay, anyway, let's yeah, by the way, folks, every time I'm in a bad mood, it's because Harmith delayed the recording. So
okay, whatever.
blame it on her, okay?
Okay, whatever. Hey.
I feel like this episode is so weird.
I don't think so. Sometimes we're just off. You know?
And sometimes, most of those times, you're
I don't
late.
think so. I don't think so.
Okay, it hasn't happened recently, but it used to happen a lot, like a year ago, and I was getting really...
Yeah.
So I guess I will not overlook it, but I will mark it down in my books this time, and then...
Sounds good.
We'll see how often it happens.
Sounds good.
Okay, all right. Okay, I told Harmith that I would want to cover the show, but I don't want to have to recap the show and the book, and like it's just too much recapping for me. So the deal we made is if we're covering the show, Harmith has to be the one that has to do the recapping, and I just get to be there for the vibes.
Yeah, which makes sense because then it's like a newer experience. It's more fresh.
Yeah, I just show up. That's all I do.
Slay.
And I'll edit still, but like, like during the episode itself. I'm tired of being the straight man to your silliness. I'm gonna be the silly, okay?
Oh my god, sounds good.
I'll have a list of random terms every episode that I'll just throw out there, and then you just have to...
What do you mean by that, random
We'll be
terms?
talking, I'll be like, mango, and then like we just move on with the conversation like that.
Please.
That's how I'm preparing for these. Okay, this is turning into a very scattered announcement. Okay. So everyone, leave us a review, send us emails. Our email is popculturesymposium@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram @popculturesymposium. Join the Discord. And let's get this going. Okay, until next time.
You're so cute. Oh my god.
Farewell, my friends.
Talk to you later.